Thrifted time!
Gertrude Stein penned the famous line, "A rose is a rose is a rose." But Gertrude was wrong. A rose isn't always a rose. Sometimes it can be the sign of a miracle.
Good Monday morning and welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown's Perked-Up Roses and Rosewood, featuring the Bachelor, Roses, Pretty Little Liars, Rosewood, and the perked-up part of the seal, Friends on a Budget. Last week was a bonanza, a capital way to kick off an all-new iteration of a TSR classic. This week I'm simplifying things a little bit, but you're still gonna get your recommended dose of Monday morning gossip from not too many days gone by. As I mentioned last week, this season is entirely powered by OK Magazine, and I did say powered, not sponsored. The next issue up is from April 24, 2017. The cover stories are Sandra Bullock leaving Hollywood, stepping out of the spotlight and into a new life with then-boyfriend Brian and kids Layla and Louie in Wyoming. Plus, going inside Zac Efron and Paris Jackson's secret date. However, these two cover stories here fall into the 35th percentile that I mentioned last week of OK leaning more towards National Enquirer quality, meaning putting out stories that just aren't true. For instance, here, Miranda Lambert getting engaged to then R&B singer boyfriend Aniston East. I'm finally over Blake Shelton. That may be true, but these two were never engaged, so in this instance, OK's a bit behind the 8 ball. But here, Khloe Kardashian going broke? In this instance, they don't know how to cue the pool balls up properly. There is no way in hell any Kardashian or Jenner could go broke. That's rather nonsensical. But in the unlikely event that that does happen, so want to pay attention to one particular feature in this issue that shows you how you can get style savvy like a celeb for $100 or less. So, Bachelor, PLL, Friends. Which point of this love triangle shall we start off with today? It's kind of like Russian roulette. Although these days people would much rather play roulette than Russian roulette. Although I did enjoy that GSN game show with host Mark L. Wahlberg. What about you? Anyway, which point of the triangle shall we point off of today to kick things off? Let's go with PLL, a point made extra sharp with a very special YouTube content brand. This is the Star Style Showdown. Who wore it best? OK's fashion editors make the call on which celeb wore the same outfit the best. One outfit altered 3 different ways. In this case, it would be a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers t-shirt. We have here on the left, one of the loveliest little liars in all of Rosewood, depending on who you talk to, Hannah Marin, sporting the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers tee with a playful pop of color, vis-a-vis a pink bag. On the right, Gigi Hadid takes the crown by pairing this tee up with a sleek all-black ensemble, showcasing her street style vibes. But caught in the middle is someone quite special to me. Why? Well, I don't know if you heard of Lily Marston. If you watched Clevver Style's Beauty Break series, you definitely have heard of her and definitely became smitten with her. On that show, she, alongside Clevver comrade and veteran Jocelyn Davis, my all-time favorite for sure, fidget around with beauty-related products and fumble their way through the latest beauty tips, tricks, and techniques, all in real time, in the name of fun. It was that show that put Clevver Style on the map. I know I'm not the first to profile Lily Marston in OK Magazine on social media as a whole. Many cleverets before me have done so. I certainly won't be the last because of this video and hopefully you guys sharing it. But I wanted to make this well known because this is one special Star Style Showdown. Not just because of Ashley Benson, who I'm absolutely in love with, but because of Lils. I do love her. And she is kinda nice on social media. So with that said, I gotta say, let's hear it for Lils!
Yay!
There you go! Lily Marston and Jazzy Jazz, with the hearts and style of millennials and the spirit of preschoolers. From intern to beauty breaker extraordinaire. What a special Star Style Showdown indeed. And special for Power Rangers too because they're having a moment. As people would say nowadays. Let's take you over to Friends, although this time I'm actually using that term loosely. As you know, Jennifer Aniston has had the highest profile career of the Central Parkians post-Friends, So in order for this to really be tied into Friends, I need another central pucker to make the rounds here. Like Ross, obviously. If you're gonna have Rachel, you might as well have Ross. Or it could be Chandler, or Joey, or, like last week, Phoebe and the love of my life, Monica. But for this round, we're just gonna go simple with Jennifer Aniston. Back in black, and looking rather beautiful in black. With her then husband, Justin Thoreau, on the red carpet for the season 3 premiere of Justin's HBO drama The Leftovers in LA, April 4th, 3 days after April Fool's Day. They sure cleaned up well, and any Jennifer Aniston stan out there would be one big April Fool not to take notice of this. Now, on to what's okay and not okay with the Today Show's Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb, offering their thoughts on celebs writing novels. For me, well, as long as the novels are good, it's okay. I own half of the bunch represented here. We have 4 novels, 5 authors, and I own 2 of them. Those 2 would be Chris Harrison's The Perfect Letter and Bella Thorne's Autumn's Kiss, 1 and a 3-pack of Autumn books. The other one, Autumn Falls, I also own, but there's not an Autumn-related book out there which I don't own and will buy in due time. However, this is a little more personal for me. You see here, a part of the bookend sign right here, that is the one and only Bookends in Ridgewood. As part of his book signing tour, he made a stop at the Ma and Pa bookstore, which I hold close to my heart because that's where I met for the very first time ever Sasha P.T.S. Pretty Little Liars, Alison De Laurentiis, for her book signing. You know, her cookbook, Sauce and Good Taste. There's a whole playlist on the channel documenting that miraculous journey. Link in the description below. I wasn't into The Bachelor back in 2017. I was just starting out, flirting with the Bachelor franchise, as you would want to put it. Having said that, Chris Harrison is one solid dude, and even though I'm not a romance novel guy, The Perfect Letter definitely ranks right up there with my favorites. Very few of them. I think I own 2, and this is definitely my favorite. The extortion subplot, spoiler alert for you, is a little bit too much, but on the whole, getting this at Target for a discounted price, well, that's an idea you can romanticize with the next time you think about buying The Perfect Letter, if you haven't already heard of it. And if you haven't, my reviews are below. Now, if by some random act of God that Khloe Kardashian is watching this, pay attention. Celebs love a bargain. These A-listers look like $1 million without spending over $100. Here we have Vanessa Lachey, sporting a $33 fit and fair cami dress and a $37 denim jacket. On the right we have Eva Longoria, sporting a $79 Florence ham pencil skirt and a $59 cold soda halter top. Okay, that's actually way over budget. 79 plus 59, you're $38 over budget, sweetheart, because that's $138. She really shouldn't be in here, but she does have good taste. 37 plus 33, $70. That's $30 under budget. You do the math, folks. I profiled these 2 because I reviewed their cookbooks in past videos. Life from Scratch and Eva's Kitchen, respectively. Those reviews will be linked below as well. For these days, $100 at a thrift store could seem like pocket change. For a comic book, $100 could seem like $10,000. Hell, even $10 at a thrift store can go a long way. That is, depending on the type of thrift store near you, what items they have, and your particular tastes, and what type of thrift shopping that you like to do. It also depends on if you have a peculiar hobby, like I do, that allows you to show off your thrifting prowess. Just for you, Lily, if you're watching this issue, like the last one, is getting 5 claps. 99 cents can sure go a long way in taking you back to the good old days. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week for another edition of Perked-Up Roses and Rosewood. And remember, 2 can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Yay!
Thanks for watching. Check out more TSR by clicking on another awesome review like this one, top left. And be sure to subscribe by clicking top right. Until next time, I'll catch you on the Thrift Side.